all doing well. Hope you can hear me. I think I got 4 bars out here at Lake Taneycomo. I'm about an 8-minute boat ride from the ramp I launched from today for the tournament. We'll get into that in a minute. I want to thank you all for being here. We got a handful of people on here right now. Let's see. D-Beck, we'll get to that. Hi, Mark, D-Beck, Misty, Randy, Jonathan, Paul, Christopher, James, Jared, Larry, Mom, Ryan the Cool, John Hall, Stephen Smith in the house. I saw you guys had some delicious barbecue. That looked tasty, the picture you took. All right. There's only 9 of us? Or 14, I can't tell. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're here to have a good time. Tournament's over, so I can have a cold one. Not allowed to drink during tournaments. For those of you that didn't know. What's up, Steven? Got a lot of stuff to give away tonight. We're going to talk about the tournament. There's going to be 2 ways to, well, there's 3 ways to win tonight. One is going to be from the previous video. That's going to be the mystery prize. And we're also going to give away, I'm going to break these out. They're in a bag, so I keep them all together. But you guys, these lures were graciously donated by Mr. Paul Ginn. And I'll show them one more time for those of you that maybe didn't watch the entire video and see them. This is the chugger he has chosen for a topwater. Gorgeous. What else do we got here? Black and blue football jig. Cannot go wrong with black and blue, folks. We got an Arky black and blue jig. And my favorite, the swim jig in black and blue. As well as the rock crawler. And I really like this paint job. Steve did really good with this. I like how he did this particular lure. And then we have the square bill with pretty much like a zombie eye. In person, it's really neat, you guys. So, and they do have these little hook protectors. Most of them are still on. Some are missing. It's probably my fault. Getting rough with them, taking them out of the bag. But that, those lures are gonna go to one happy person. And again, thank you, Paul, for the generous donation to our group. It's my pleasure to give it away. Hey, Steve, hey, Wendy, Ronald, Bob, David. I'm just catching up, you guys. Brian. Hey, Matt, happy Sunday. I don't know this person. Myth 0705. David, how you doing? Okay, all right. So, long story short, I only caught 4 fish today. I caught a ton of fish, but I mean, I caught some small ones. All of this should be on video. I've been saving the 2 tournament videos till these 2 tournaments were done. I'll make something of those and put them out so you can see what happened. But I fished pretty clean today. I did miss a couple topwater blowups. Who knows how big they were. I can't say that they were giants. But I did catch some good fish. Now, there's going to be a giveaway for, I'm going to give away 2 spooks to the person on the live feed right now that guesses my big fish, one of my 4 fish, the biggest one. You guess that weight without going over, and you get these 2 spooks. The blue and orange from Shanka Lures, and also the MJB spook with the painted gill. This is deadly. This caught all of my fish today. I used all kinds of lures, by the way. But this is the only thing that produced, period. I caught some small ones on small crawdad. It's on the ground here somewhere. I don't know what I've done with it. Right here. It's a rage tail. It's obviously missing a pincher. But I caught a bunch of 10 inchers on this today. They weren't feeling that. So whoever in this feed right now guesses without going over my big fish of the day is going to win these 2 spooks. Also, whoever guesses my 4 fish total is going to win the MJB black and blue spook. Logo's on top there. That's the side profile, the bottom. You're also going to get blue on top, orange on the bottom. We don't really have a name for these yet. I thought all kinds of stuff, but it's just pure sexy. That's all I can say about this. So go ahead and hazard your guesses. I'll let that go on. Anybody that joins in, I'll reiterate that, but I'll announce. We'll see who wins at the end of the night. And then I'm gonna do another giveaway. I'm gonna give away the Ghost. This guy we call the Ghost. He doesn't have any painted gills. And this swim bait, courtesy of Shanka Lures. Trout swim bait. I threw a swim bait around as well all day today. I have put him away. Let me see if I can find him. Right here. I threw this around for about an hour. How did the giants not eat this? This is what lives in this lake, and this is how the fish here get really big. I can tell you, big fish overall for today was 478. The winners were like 16.5 pounds. There were two people that had close. I think one group lost by half a pound because they had a dead fish. But I think they were winning before that happened. So pretty good weights. This lake I struggle at. This is, I don't come here a whole lot, but this is where the big fish live. There are a lot of them. I saw a ton of fish today swim by and I couldn't get them to bite. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's post spawn here. It sounds ridiculous, but this water's very cold for this part of the country. I don't even, what are we at right now? Like 70 degrees. This is the far end of Lake Taneycomo. Just a couple miles that way is the dam. And the other end is the Table Rock Dam, and that water is around 50 degrees down by the Branson Landing. It is very cold. And the fact that it's 94 degrees, that doesn't matter. Trout going bananas out here. Hi, Greg. Hey, Glenn. I'm just catching up. Jay. Basson. Who else is here? Philip. What's up, Philip? some really good guesses. I'm looking at all your guesses for the big fish. Well, I can tell you right now, we're gonna have a playoff. I see some of these guesses. Have a good night at work, Mr. Vincent. Hope you can make it to the tournament in May. God, it's hot. I hope my phone doesn't crap out. I guess we should start giving stuff away just in case that happens. I'm ready to do... Okay, anybody that's online, if you did not leave a comment and like the video that brought you to this video, go do that right now. Otherwise you can't win. Your comment has to be in that video. And now this is only for this mystery gift and the Paul Ginn lures. Okay, is that what I just said? Yeah. The Paul Ginn assortment and this package are going to be given away via the comment picker, and then the spooks and the swim bait are going to be given away for the weights, and that's happening right now. So again, go to that video, comment and like if you haven't, and we'll get to giving some stuff away. And I'm gonna need a fresh Blue Moon after I have some water. All right. What's up, Christopher? After we give some stuff away, we're going to talk about other news that it's very important to me. It might be heartbreaking to some of you, but don't fret. It's all good. All right. This US Open koozie comes in handy. So, all right. How many people are online right now? We got 32 people online and only 13 people are liking this. I'm about to give away like $100 worth of stuff. Let's give that a thumbs up, you guys, please. You're right, Matt. I need a fresh beer. I forget what's in here, but I think there's 5 or 6 lures in this manila package. So some for the homies in the lake. I'm feeling hot, Ryan. It's in the mid 90s. It's very humid. You can't really see. I mean, there could be a pop-up storm at any time. So my mohawk is as wet as it gets. It's out of hand. Excuse me, I just burped. But you can tell my face is beet red. But that's beside the point. 90 air, 70 water. What's up with that? Okay. The water from Lake Taneycomo comes from the bottom of Table Rock at about 190 feet deep. And it's in the 40s. at that depth. And that's what comes in, and it flows from the Table Rock end of things to the end of Taneycomo that dumps into Bull Shoals. Bull Shoals is probably 90 degrees right now. No kidding. And literally over the dam, it's 20 degrees colder. That's why the trout flourish in here, and so do the bass. It's like a perfect ecosystem, and the bass fishing here is kind of like a local, I wouldn't say it's a secret, but most people come to Taneycomo to trout fish. But I'm here to tell you, I've seen the bass in here, and they're bigger than the bass in Bull Shoals, I think. On average. Just saying. Where are we at? All right. So, we're gonna give away the mystery package right now. Misty, if you're not too busy, could you please write down who wins this stuff? I don't have a pen on the boat. I forgot in my haste. You guys, I had to work till, I didn't get home till after midnight last night after a 10-hour day at the fun park. And I had to turn around, and I didn't really sleep last night either. I don't know, I probably slept for 2 hours, got up at 4:30 and came here. But yeah, they weren't interested. The only fish that chased it around were equally about 8 inches. So I don't know what's going on with them. I saw my 5th fish that I could have used that would have really helped me. I saw a bunch of them. I saw 2 and 3 pounders swimming around, and I couldn't get them aggravated to bite anything. So, I tried. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to the comment picker here. We're gonna update. See if anybody's any more unique commenters. Yeah, so there's like 3 or 4 more people. All right. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see this. You're just gonna have to trust me when I hit the button. I wouldn't lie to you guys. I will show it. If you can see it, great. If not, I'm sorry. The sun is right there. Again, this is for the mystery package. Here we go. Stephen Smith Outdoors. Stephen Smith, congratulations. You have won a mystery package. I just need your address, mjbfishingllc@gmail.com. Please email me that, and I'll get that out to you. Congratulations, Stephen. All right, I'm going back. God, it's hot. I don't know if I want to jump in this cold water though either. It's bitter ass cold. It's making me look at ads. Here we go. All right. Well, that was. I'm waiting to. Don't tell me we got good internet. Shouldn't be an issue. Done with my hat. That's a good call. I need a new one. My buddy up in Seattle owns this. It's called the Moonshine Bar and Grill. If you're ever in Linwood, Washington, it's delicious. Tell Tom Sprague I sent you. He might give you a beer. But I need to get a fresh hat from him. This one is not supposed to be that tan looking. But Christopher, you're a smart cat. Dunk the hat. I don't know where I placed. They'll have the results up. I would say I'm in the middle somewhere. I did not get last place. I can tell you that right now. Honestly, you guys, my goal, I only fished in 2 of their events, the last 2 of the year. I didn't know about this series. I found it, and I will be doing it next year. They do it once a month. It's 5 or 6 events for this particular trail. And then I'll be doing fall events under the same brand, but a different region. I'll be doing a Truman Lake event for sure. And then I'm going to look to do a couple other ones before Thanksgiving. And then I think things kind of shut down around here. There is a winter series out of Stockton Lake, and that could be a reality. I've never been there. It's not that far away though. Right on, Steven. I don't know how many boats there were. Dozen. I think a lot of people, there's more people in this group. If you look at the standings on USA Basin, Missouri Division, Bull Shoals Lake, Lake Taneycomo Division, subset, I guess. I don't know. There's many people signed up, but I think when people don't have a chance at like winning a championship or something, they just quit. So my goal was to come in and get into the top 10 and only fish 2 events. I don't know. We'll see. I went from last place to 14th place in 1 event, and we'll see what happens. I really don't care. This is experience for me on this lake. And there's a different vibe when you're fishing for money. Time is of the essence. You want to be ready. You got to be prepared. You want multiple rods tied on with the same things. Like I had 3 rods Texas rigged that I could put a worm or whatever flavor of plastic I wanted to go with. I always have 2 spooks tied on in case you have a problem, and I did today. I had a big problem. I went to cast my spook and it clipped onto the shield here and just blew up my line. So I put that away. It's right here. All transparency on this channel. I'll tell you when I screw up. But yeah, I got some work to do to fix that bundle of line. So tournament fishing for me is awesome. I'm a competitive person by nature, whether it be hockey or golf or whatever I'm doing. And so this is just an extension of that, and I really like the format. So I will continue to do it. I know a lot of you guys watch Matt Campbell, Bred for Bass channel. I would like to publicly congratulate him on his 1,000 subscribers. It's tough. It's not easy. The fishing YouTube thing is very saturated. So to get 1,000 people to sign up is kind of a big deal. So if you're watching, Matt, congratulations. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get there. So kudos to you. Hey, Tim. That's right, Tim. I need a co-angler, but this boat does not lend itself to a bunch of people tournament fishing. Um, it's a great boat when I'm by myself tournament fishing, but like when Drake and I fished out of it, I mean, Drake's bigger than I am now, by the way. He's 6'1", about 240. He's a freaking monster. I don't know where it came from, but we had a hell of a time finding him football cleats. He's wearing 16 wides. He's 13 years old. Gizmo! Um, Philip, I've talked about the online tournaments. I I'm not a fan. Um, just my opinion is there's too much cheating. So I kind of shy away from that idea. I like the old-fashioned catch 'em and weigh 'em. Um, that's just me though. I mean, I to each his own, but that's kind of my stance on it. I think I finished somewhere in the middle. I'll know for sure where when it comes out online. If any of you guys are curious, usabassin.com, I think, the Missouri division, and then it's Lake Taneycomo Bull Shoals on the subsection. If you want to follow along, but it's all there. And I think, how many people we got online? How many likes do we got? I can't see. Let me get 3 more likes, and I'm going to tell you guys how I did at the tournament today. I'll give away the spooks. And the prize for guessing, I'm going to give you, excuse me, I got all tongue twisted. We're going to give away the prize for guessing my big fish and the total bag, which if you haven't guessed, but guess my big fish weight, and a second guess for my overall total weight for 4 fish. All right. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for the likes. What are we going to do? All right. For big fish, you're going to get the... What are we going to give away? I haven't decided. All right. Big fish is these guys right here. My big fish today weighed 3.3 pounds. Largemouth. So, can anybody go through the history and figure out if anybody guessed 3.3? I believe 2 people did that I saw. And we got to figure out a tiebreaker. I got an idea. Okay. I think we have a 3-way tie. No. You, Steven, you did it right. Joe Thielen, Steven, and someone else guessed 3-3. I saw it. So far there's 3 people, and we're gonna have a tiebreaker. where is it? Do guess 3-3. 5 fish total, Jared. I only caught 4. It's a 5 fish limit. I only caught 4 today. Keepers. Do. What about Greg Vincent? What did Greg Vincent guess, you guys? I can't go back that far, apparently. Uh, 5-3 or something like that is my personal best. I forget. I have a giant picture in my office. I think Greg Vincent, but he's gone. So everybody knows you got to be present to win. So the 3 people that are I believe on right now that guessed 3-3. Between the 3 of you, guess my age without going over. Whoever is closest is going to win this package. Please, nobody help them. Yeah, actually, my PB is on video. It would have been, it's about 1.5 years ago, so it's several videos ago, but it's on there. All right, congratulations, Joe Thielen. I am 49 years old. You have won. Joe, please email me at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com, your address, and you're gonna get these spooks in the mail. It's your prerogative if you use them. I mean, these would look good on a Christmas tree, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put these away now, because they're Joe's. They're not mine any longer. And guys, big shout out to Shonka Lures and the Millers. You know, Steve makes this stuff to share with you guys. I'm just the vessel at giving it away. But big shout out to the Millers on this. All right. Let's move right along. Now that we're on this. All right. My 4 fish total was only 8 pounds, 7 ounces. Did anybody guess 8-7 without going over? Or closest to, I guess. If so, if there's an 8.7 tiebreaker, we'll do another tiebreaker. But, right, yeah. I caught 4 fish and they weighed 8-7. 2 of them were probably 1.5 pounds, and then I caught a 3-3 and a 2 something that made 8-7. I don't, Matt. They're gone. I thought about putting them back in the live well, but 2 of those I caught in the first half hour of the day at like 7 a.m. So the only benefit to, one of the benefits to this lake is the water's cold. So I still put frozen water bottles in the live well. And use my bubbler, which I should probably turn off now since there's nothing in there. 1 second, guys. I just remembered these are batteries in here, so they'll go bad if you don't. Shit, I almost fell out of the boat. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm back. Doing gymnastics in the boat. All right, Ryan, you have a good night, sir. You know what? I'm the only person that was fishing by themselves. By themselves. I fished by myself, and you know, had there been someone else in the boat, I might have had 5 fish. I don't know. I like fishing alone, but I'm not against having partners. I didn't think about doing it. It was just 2 events I was doing with these people to see if I liked it. Next year, I'll probably have a partner. Drake, I don't know if Drake's going to want to do it. We'll see. Otherwise, I might be taking applications. Uh-oh. The sun just shut my iPad down. I can't see comments right now. I'm gonna put my iPad in the cooler. I hope my phone doesn't shut down. I tell you what, guys, I think we should go find some shade. Oh! Yeah. We're not gonna talk about this right now, but I'm trying to go find some. There's not a lot of shade right now. The clouds have all left. But I'm gonna try and perch myself underneath this tree because my phone, it's not too bad right now, but the iPad got hot as hell and it just said temperature shut down. So we still got stuff to give away. Have we figured out who won total weight of 8.7 without going over? Here's a little shady spot. Hopefully there's no snakes over here. This is gorgeous though, you guys. If you've never been to Lake Taneycomo, I highly recommend it. Now, here's a little question. Do you guys want to do a tournament here someday? Just a thought. It's a small lake. It can, all things considered, it's narrow. I mean, you can see there's that shoreline, and I'm literally in the shoreline going into the tree. Let's see. We're gonna hit spot lock right there. Let's see if that helps us out. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see if the iPad has calmed down. No, it's not. It's still here, just so you guys can see what I'm looking at. It's saying temperature iPad needs to cool down. I mean, oh, maybe that's why. I had it charging. So that'll probably calm itself down here in a second. So give me a second, guys. I'm gonna talk for a minute until the iPad calms down, so then I can see your comments, because I can't really see it. But I have spent, let's see, for those of you that don't know, I bought this boat because I saw an ad for it as I was basically going to surgery to have a big surgery that ultimately changed my life. I saw this ad December 15th for this boat, and I said I'm buying that. I showed it to my wife and my mom, and I said, when I wake up, I'm gonna buy this, and they just rolled their eyes. They're like, just go have surgery, just come back. And a handful of days after I got out of the hospital, I went and put money down on this boat, and the rest was history. This boat changed my life and a whole bunch of people's lives around me. My family, my friends, my new friends. Ultimately, it's why I'm sitting right where I'm at right now. I would not be sitting here without this boat. I'd probably be in Tucson still. However, there comes a time when you got to move on. And I'm not moving on from this family. So I hope people don't look at it like, you know, because maybe I'm selling this boat, it doesn't mean that we can't be friends. I want to continue doing what I'm doing, and I need a bigger boat to do it, you guys. And ultimately, I do not want this boat to live outside. I am going to sell this boat, and I want it to go to somebody that maybe it'll change their life. We're not going to talk about price right now or any of that, but I'm probably going to sell this boat with everything on it. The 9-inch graphs, the pan optics, everything. And I'll offer a good price, a very fair and probably ridiculously cheap price for all the stuff that's on this boat and the care that's been taken. It will have a fresh oil change. It will have a fresh gear lube. Axles will be greased. Everything will be ready for the new owner to take possession and travel with it as far as they need to. But I'm in talks with a guy in Indiana on a boat that he is selling. It is a Nitro Z18 2018 with a 154 stroke. It's got 9-inch Garmin graphs like mine. It's got pan optics on it. It also has power poles. It's just like the evolution of what I'm doing for myself and fishing and doing the tournament stuff. It just makes sense. And why a Z18? Well, it'll fit in the garage as opposed to a 19 or a 20. They're just too long for my garage. And an 18 is plenty big. They're super wide. So you can fish two men up front, and it's really not a big deal. And that's kind of what I'm doing. If that falls through, I'm still open. I've looked at every brand, but you know, bang for your buck, and Nitro's where it's at. But like I said, if something falls through with this, I'll see what's out there. And I'm not against buying something new. I was just trying to avoid it because basically the one I'm looking at's 30 grand, and the same boat new with all that stuff on it is over 50. So that's the why. Yeah, don't congratulate me yet. Nothing's set in stone, but that's right now. That's the vision. That's the plan. That's where. Oh, let's see. Oh, I got the iPad back, I think. One second, guys. I want to see what you guys are saying. I can't see it with the glare, and I really want to see it. What? Okay. I can't wait to see all these comments. Come on, iPad. I saw your comment about your Pro 170 collecting dust. If this is the time to sell. Yeah, I've been on the same boat with the same motor. Christopher Lawrence has the same thing, and it's pretty impressive. You know, dollar for dollar, you know, compared to other boats, and it'll do over 60 miles an hour with a tournament load and 2 dudes. That's fast. That's really fast on the water. I don't really need to go that, and the crazy thing is, to go 10 miles an hour faster is a ton of money. A big difference between a 50 horse and a 40 horse on the classic series boats. Let's put it that way. What was that, a $350 upgrade? Well, if you want to go faster in these big boats, it's a huge price difference. One second, guys. I'm just getting the Wi-Fi back in order here. Yeah, you know, for me, the speed is only important, really, in tournaments. Time is of the essence. I think I've said that before, but that's the why. It's I think it's black, like a black, red, and silver combination. It's gorgeous. It's a good looking boat. I've talked to the gentleman a few times this weekend, and Monday we're gonna see what we can make happen and go from there. I don't know why. God, I want to see you guys' comments in my... For some reason, my Wi-Fi... It definitely works because I'm on it, but it's not pulling it up on the iPad. That sucks. Let's see. Check under the hull for what? Under my hull? Did you leave a present? This sucks. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, of course I will. I asked the gentleman if there was any issues, and there was two small issues that don't matter to me. One was the speedometer doesn't work right. I use my graph as my speedometer. Anybody that doesn't is probably not getting the right reading. So I use the GPS, so that is inconsequential to me. I don't even have a speedometer on this boat. So I didn't care about that. That wouldn't stop me from buying the right boat. And the other one is he has a through hull transducer. And it loses bottom when you're on pad. So when you're going about 30 to 60 miles an hour, it loses bottom. Well, this guy right here loses bottom at 32 miles an hour. So that's not a weird thing. That's not abnormal. If Shanka Lures wants to wrap my boat, I would entertain it. Of course. We can talk sponsorship. Yeah, I mean, my graphs have full gauges. I don't know. I just, to me, a speedometer on a boat is a thing of the past. As far as a dial. Hello? Does that work? Hey, Efren. Do we have audio? Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I moved away from to go hook the iPad back up in the settings, and anyway, that was my bad. Sorry. All right. Steven, happy wife, happy life. Let her spend that money. Just kidding. Yeah, absolutely, you guys. The fact that I have a different boat doesn't change how this is going to continue. It's just going to be from a different boat. And that's it. I would keep this boat, you guys, if I had a place to put it. I just feel like leaving this outside would be just a travesty. It's lived its entire life inside. And I'd rather somebody else enjoy it than me park it outside and let critters get at it. Yes, that's the other thing, you guys. Doing what I'm doing, everything that I do on the water is a tax write-off. From the boat to the lures to the rods, the reels, the gas. So a lot of this, might not make sense to a lot of people, but financially it makes sense to me. And I'm sorry. I don't want to let you guys down. But like I said, this boat was a vessel to a new place for me, and we're just gonna carry on with a new vessel and do the same thing we're doing now, just a little bigger boat. I need to build a pole barn, but have you seen the prices of those right now? They're like 40% higher than they should be. And concrete's ridiculous. The one I'd like to build is about 1,200 square feet on my lot next door. And do like a mother-in-law, like either like above it or, you know, in a corner of it. That way, if people want to come stay and fish, we got accommodations. And I don't want to just buy one to buy one. Just, I want to buy the right one and do it one time. Because if you drive around Missouri enough, you see the thought process where they bought a shed. Then they bought a 1-car garage. And then they bought a 2-car, and then they put this big ass barn behind all of that, and that's all on one piece of property. It's probably just full of crap. So I see about half of our audience left when I said I was buying a nitro. That sucks. We still got stuff to give away, you guys. We got the Paul Ginn lure assortment. I love you too, Efren. We gave away some spooks. I think I have... I don't want to give away the wrong stuff. I got one other thing to give away, and we'll figure out how to do that besides the Paul Ginn assortment. But at any rate, anyway, that's what's happening, you guys. I'm gonna buy a new boat. Beer time. You're right, Matt. I'm almost out. I only have a few. But I'll tell you what. You know what, you guys? Does anybody have a recommendation for a cooler that doesn't cost $200? Or does anybody want to sponsor me that has pull with the cooler company? My Coleman has about had it. The lid's cracked. I mean, it gets by, but I don't know outside of like these Yetis and all this couple $100 stuff, what's a decent cooler. So I'm all ears if you guys, Ozark Trail Mix and affordable that latches. Oh, shoot. I thought it was raining. Excuse me, by the way. I don't need a cooler. I still would like one. Like that size. This was a gift from a subscriber who ordered a Heritage and ended up buying a Pro 170 that has sold that and now bought a pontoon. Spencer Blanchett out of Illinois. I believe he has a place now on Lake of the Ozarks. We don't really talk anymore since he's gone away from the fishing stuff, but anyway, he bought this cooler for the Heritage and never used it. When I went to Chicago, he gave it to me. This thing's been around for 4.5 years and seen a lot of action. So that's why I need a new one. RTIC Yeah, Yeti Tundra 45. What is that? About 390? 300 bucks? Well, if I use my live well as a cooler, all my ice would melt immediately. Oh my God, you guys, look. I want to show you guys what they're eating in this lake. Look at that crawdad pincher. This was in the live well today. Kind of a watermelon. Well, I'd say green pumpkin and orange. Well, if anybody wants to give me one, I'll like Christopher Lawrence got his for free. I'd definitely take it and use it. But being in this boat, like one bigger than what I got just wouldn't work. That was like the perfect size. Oh, Steven, you should have already done that. I believe that you have arguably, not arguably, unequivocally the best deck extension of any heritage owner on the planet. You actually took your whole boat apart to make this happen and didn't just build like what I did. Yours took a lot of thought and time. So I would have made a video about that long ago. Thank you, Brian. I'm just looking. I'm looking. Walmart has a knockoff beer time. I'm having a beer, Matt. It's right here, bro, Chacho. I do have some Fireball. I forgot. We do have Fireball, Matt. I'll have a little sniff. If I can open it. I'm going to put the phone. I feel like if I put the phone on that mount, it's sticking way out in the sun too much. But seems to be hacking it pretty good. Yeah, Steven, absolutely. You need to, that video will enlighten people. And there's, I don't know. You guys, I don't watch as much YouTube as you may think. If I'm not doing YouTube, I'm fishing. Or doing other stuff. Like, for instance, I work a 4-day work week. So this week I fished today. I'm doing this right now, what we're doing. And Monday and Tuesday I'll be doing hardwood floors on the other side of our house. The east wing is done. My office and my master and Tabitha and I's master bedroom and the big walk-in closet, we did all that last weekend. Now we're moving on to Drake's bedroom, which is the master as well. Before that used to be a master before they added a whole bunch onto this house. So we're doing his room, his closet, and the hallway tomorrow and Tuesday. And then the following week, if I'm not on my way to Indiana to pick up a new boat, we'll be doing Tabitha's office. And then and Maggie's room's already done. So the whole house be hardwood. The living room, dining room, and kitchen were already done when we bought it. And we decided when the carpet got unsightly that we would just remodel, and that's where we're at. So I pretty much will be doing that, and we'll go from there. So I'm busy about 7 days a week. That kind of is why, like, just uploading videos has kind of slowed down for me, is I got a lot of pet projects going on. And it's coming back though, you guys. Barn Dominium B&B. Yes, James Schaefer. I've been thinking about that for a long time. Some sort of a giveaway, some monumental thing, right? Where somebody comes to my house and fishes for 3 days, and we go fish at Table Rock, Taneycomo, and Bull Shoals each day, and basically like a contest. You can win and come and do that. We have a guest bedroom in the house, so I can do that now. I don't really need the barn dominium, but the barn dominium will be coming. I'm just hoping prices come down or wages catch up to the inflation, one or the other. I don't know. I'm reading. Sorry, Mark, I'm late. Efren, I did not. No, I'm in talks to buy a used one, Efren. I'm basically posturing to save about 25 grand. The one I'm looking at, everybody that's already here that's heard this, go grab a beer real quick while I talk to Efren. He is our champion on the channel of winning. It's a 2018, and basically it's loaded. It's tournament ready. It's got Panoptics, Garmin graphs, Ultrex, and power poles. And I negotiated a price at 30 grand. That boat, if you had to buy it, go pick one out brand new, would be roughly 55,000 plus tax. So, I'm not against buying a new one though. There's a lot to be said to buying something nobody's ever touched. So, if for some reason this boat falls through, I've been looking. There's options. I also looked at an 18-foot Camus boat recently. Some of the others are just out of reach for their price range. You could buy, like, I could buy a Z19 Nitro with a 200 for what a lot of these people are charging for their 18-foot with a 150. So, you know, I hope this deal works out in Indiana. The gentleman that is selling it is very sketched out. He's concerned I might be scamming him. And I said, look, bud, I got a fairly decent presence on the internet, and I do not want to screw that up. I feel like my reputation is pretty good, and maybe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but the last thing I want to do is embarrass myself screwing over some guy buying a boat that, you know, and it, yeah, bad. Hold on, Misty. We're going to get to that. There's more people on now than there were earlier, so this is good. We're going to talk about the tournament in a minute. All right, so right now, Misty has done a lot of hard work nailing down. We most likely have pinned down an entire resort. And if we need overflow, there are a couple of resorts within just a couple minutes from there that we've talked to, and we can Misty knows the specifics on numbers, but I believe it's called Bridgeport Resort on the the James River section of Table Rock Lake, which that would be, it's sort of similar to the Port of Kimberling, not as new, but more or less restrictive. The only thing that they're restrictive on is no pets. So for those that travel with their pets, it's probably not going to work. Just a heads up. Unless one of the local places allows pets, then that could be an option if you choose so. But I want to say accommodations range from $79 a night to $129, and but it is a go. We are having this tournament May 20th and 21st of 2023 at Table Rock Lake. Put it on your calendars, make plans if you want to do it. If you don't, of course, you guys, I understand life happens. Life is family is more important, all these things. But if you can make it, come down, see what it's all about, and you'll want to do it again. We after the first one, we realized that we were on to something that was more, it was bigger than just a tournament. It was more of a party for all of the people that come on here and do this, all get together in one place. So we can actually like cheers each other. Instead of watching Mark drink beer, we can all drink beer or whatever. Lemonade, whatever you're into, fireballs. But that's the deal. And we've dropped the price for the tournament. Not for any particular reason, but we're not doing a fundraiser this time. Basically, I think what we're going to do is like a 90-10 or an 80-20 payout, and the money all the money will be there, but that will pay for incidentals, like food. We're going to do a barbecue, most likely Saturday after fishing, and then Sunday we won't have a barbecue. I have a feeling a lot of people will want to fish, weigh in, see how they do, and go home. So we're looking to have the party on Saturday night after fishing. Big barbecue. You won't go if you go hungry, it's your own fault. But that's where we're at. Put it on your calendar, May 20th and 21st. And I'm actually going to solidify those dates with the Army Corps of Engineers and the Missouri Highway Patrol. You will be able to go on the Missouri Highway Patrol site and see this tournament by going to their regatta page. And you basically pull up the lake and the date, and you'll see the tournament. Flat Creek Lodge might be an option for overflow. They don't have enough, Stephen. But it is close. Bridgeport Resort. Yeah, and you guys, of course, we're gonna have a ton of prizes there. And this is like I said, we learned a lot from the last event. I learned that I should have had a women's division. That was my bad. I assume full responsibility for not having a woman's prize for big fish. That will happen. And we're I tried to do a crappie one, but nobody caught a crappie. So we might do that again, but rest assured, we're going to spread it out. And you guys know. Somebody did ask me recently about hats. I have a box full of hats that need logos. I'm not changing the logo, but I'm elongating the logo. I was messing around on Tabitha's cricket deal and making it wider. I want it to go wider across the hat. And hold on, you guys. I know it's bright. Let me turn around. There we go. All right. Hats are coming. We're gonna have blue and white, black and red. There's some pink. For those that, a bunch of people wanted pink hats. So there's an option for that. I'm gonna have them made. I've been slacking on that, and that's my bad. Boy, I wish that 13 pounds was accurate, Carol. I'm sorry you missed out on that portion of the giveaway. 3.3 was my big fish, and 8.7 was my total for 4. It wasn't the day I wanted, but I'm not disappointed. At this lake, I have a tough time. So for me to catch 4 decent fish here was a good day for me, and I think I learned a lot. I'm capitalizing on what I'm learning. Every time I do a tournament, things are getting better and better. So, you know, it's a learning curve. Gizmo, I completely understand your situation if you can't. Here's the deal, Gizmo. This boat that I may purchase is about 2.5 hours from your house. It's in LaPorte, Indiana, which is like, yeah, it's basically straight east of you. So you might see me sooner than you think. Thank you, Fishing for Bass TV. Who won what, Philip? Yeah, you guys, like Misty said, as soon as I have everything lined up with the core, and I think I said by September we would have everything solidified for next May. I think we're way ahead of schedule. We will probably have everything nailed down by September 1st. As far as accommodations and the legalities of having a tournament there. The reason why we didn't do it at Port of Kimberling again, which was a great place, there's nothing wrong with it. I just didn't want to pay the near $500 insurance rider to have a small event. We don't have to do that at another resort. They made me pay a liability, and that came out of my pocket. And it wasn't something that we planned for. So that's the why not at Kimberling. Who won the total weight? I think we already figured this out. Or did we not? Misty's on that. Yeah, hopefully, by the way, hopefully my mom may come out for this event in May. You guys should pressure her. You guys are going to want to meet Jane. You haven't had a hug until you've had one from my mom. I promise. Yeah, Steven, it's a little older than the Port of Kimberling, but the price is right, and it's wide open. What time is it, you guys? We're about, all right, I'm gonna give away the Paul Ginn package of the black and blue 3 jigs, square bill, rock crawler, and the chugger top water. You can't get these anywhere else, guys. Right here, or Shanka Lures. Contact Steve and Misty Miller if you're interested in any of these colors that you've seen. Basically, you guys, it's about all I'm throwing right now in hard baits. Of course, the white spook is my staple. But as far as swim baits go, it's all I'm throwing. Top water. It's really not crankbait season for me, but when it is, you guys have seen the videos. I mean, everything that I wouldn't talk about this stuff if I didn't catch fish with it. And Steve and Misty are well aware of how I operate. You know, if I don't like something, I will say something. And that's just kind of how it is. That's just kind of how it is. if I don't believe in something, I'm not going to talk about it. And I believe in the lures that Shanka Lures is providing me, and people are buying these. This might be hard to believe, but their #1 selling lure in the last 365 days, okay guys, is this right here. Okay, there's a reason for this. I pretty much can guarantee every time I go fishing, it doesn't matter if it's January or July, I will catch fish with this. If you want to learn how to topwater fish, I know not everybody does it. I didn't. I really wasn't a topwater guy until about 1.5 years ago, and I learned. I basically said, I'm going to go out and learn how to do this. I'm going to be better at it. And what I have found is, and I have all kinds of colors, you guys. I'm going to show them to you. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. All right, these are all spooks in white chartreuse. We got the Fireball logo. That catches fish, by the way. You'll see that if you go to my Instagram, MJB Fishing. You'll see that, pictures of that. What else do we got in here? This translucent green. Right there. That's basically a bass color, but there's all varieties. And we got, hold on. For those of you that have Bass Tracker XLs, there's a Bass Tracker, or there's a classic silver and black version. There's a propeller version. We got black and red. I mean, and of course the new orange and blue, which I don't have sitting close to me, so I'm going to show you. This is the rock crawler version. You guys, this color works. These are the colors of molten crawdads. It's not that easy, guys. It's not the boat. It was the, I can't really move. So we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and give away Mr. Gins. I'm gonna give away Mr. Gins' prize here in case we have any more issues. And I got one more thing I'm gonna give you guys. Can you hear me? It is hot. It's blazing hot, you guys. I don't know. We should have good service right here. All right. I don't know if you guys saw that spook business, but we're gonna do some giveaway stuff, and then we're probably gonna get moving here. I want to give you guys I sent this message, but it didn't send. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. You guys, it's very difficult here. I'm trying to catch up. There we go. All right. We have our big prize tonight. I'm going to give away right now. soon as I get us back online here with so I can see you guys talking. We're about 2 seconds from making that happen. There we go. All right, guys. I am going to give away Mr. Ginn's donation to the group right now via the comment picker. Let me, I do want to position the boat so I wish these clouds, see these clouds? I wish they would overtake the sun for just 5 minutes. There's really no place for me to hide right now. I would go to the other side of the lake, but it's full of hydrilla, and we don't want to do that. So I'm going to tuck myself back here in the bushes again. Give me about 15 seconds to get my shit together, please. There we go. We're kind of in the shade. Okay. All right. Hopefully that works for the time being. Sorry about that, guys. You guys that watch regularly are probably used to this crap. I'm not. It bothers me something fierce. But we gotta do what we gotta do to make this happen. So I have packaged up Mr. Ginn's stuff, but you're getting 3 black and blue jigs: a swim jig, arky jig, football jig. You're getting a rock crawler. I think it's 12 to 14 foot diver, black and blue. Excuse me. A chugger in black and blue, and a gorgeous square bill. So thank you again, Paul Ginn, for that generous donation to our family. I'm going over to the page where the giveaway's at. Eventually, there it is. All right. And whoever wins this, please, again, thank Mr. Ginn for his contribution. This is how this stuff happens, you guys. By the way, I have an eye appointment. My eyesight has gone all to hell here in the last like year, and Tuesday I have an appointment, so I'm probably going to end up getting glasses. Now it's telling me we're straightening. It's not that we're straightening things out. I messed up some things, so I'm fixing it. But right here. I'm gonna give this away in 1 sec. Taking a sweet ass time. You guys got any big plans for next weekend? I'm probably, my big plan is hopefully driving to Indiana to get a new boat. The guy lives about 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. It's going to be real hard not to go put it in Lake Michigan. I probably will. If it works out. All right. All right, guys, here we go. This is, I'm sorry about that. We're ready to go. This is for Paul Ginn's donation of all the black and blue flavors by Shanka Lures, donated by Paul. Here we go. This is it's going. If you guys can see that, Philip Morgan has won. Congratulations, Philip. Mr. Morgan, please email me at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com and I will send these to you. Congratulations, by the way. One of these days. You remember when we had flawless internet when I lived in Tucson? Yeah, that was fun. I'm going back to the page, you guys, to see all the comments. Hey, Lewis. I got readers at home I have to use to read small things like batteries. I got some, Brian, straight up from Walmart. Philip, are you live? Philip was just on. He just asked me a question. Hopefully Philip's on. Who won the weight for the 8 pounds 7 ounces for my tournament total for 4 fish today? I forgot. I know we had a winner for the Right on. Congratulations, Philip. You've won that black and blue package. That I'm gonna send that to you and you can use it. It's gorgeous. It will catch fish, I promise. I don't know what happened here, but I have 2 half-open beers, and I haven't drank enough beer to have that happen. New boats coming, Steven. Tournaments for sure. Here's the deal. It's called La Porte. I believe it's La Porte. It's about an hour northeast of Valparaiso. It's about 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. Christopher, that it's actually, yeah, it's an hour east of Valparaiso. Yeah, I caught some fish. I caught a lot of fish today, but only 4 that mattered. Yeah, I only got a couple. I think I got 1 or 2 left. I just put a few. This cooler's full of water. When I go fishing, I tend not to eat enough, which Baby T made me some sandwiches I ate today and some pickles. You should always take pickles with you on a hot day. They're good for you. But no soda. It was all water, and I had a few beers in the bottom of the cooler for this after the tournament. And, you know, it tastes great on a hot day. But not too many. Philip, my email is mjbfishingllc@gmail.com. Oh yeah, dude. Listen. If this all goes through next weekend, I'm probably gonna go pick up that boat and go to Chicago and go downtown again. That if that it's only 2.5 hours. I have to do it. If I'm there, that's what's happening. What is Gator Light? Right on, Rocky. Yeah, dude, I'm I didn't sorry, Christopher, I didn't see that. What'd you say? I'll see that. Christopher, we'll talk about that later. So there you have it, you guys. It was a great weekend. Today is basically my first Saturday. Tomorrow's my second Saturday, and then I have Sunday on Tuesday. Hi, Don. Wyoming. Tell us about fishing in Wyoming. Are there lakes there? mjbfishingllc@gmail.com. It may be in the description below. But yeah, it's mjbfishingllc@gmail.com. What do I want to know? Workman, if I come to Indiana, I'll try and make it work. Yeah, I'm busy. I'm a busy guy too. It's hard. I got, but if I'm that close to downtown Chicago, due to my epic failure of recording that and then losing the footage 4.5 years ago, if I get that close again, it's not going to happen. We're going to go live the whole time downtown. That way, the footage is live. You can't lose it. Yes, Rocky, they're embroidered. I have them embroidered. I don't do the. Yeah, they're embroidered. The last batch of hats were embroidered. I just wanted to kind of change up how the logo looked on the hat. Make it wider across it. There's nothing wrong with the old hats. People loved them. It's just something I wanted to see a change in it. Like every time I do something with these hats, they're going to be different. I don't have enough of them to like have a store. Like I buy enough and people buy them up and then I get a few more. You know, they're all limited edition, so to speak. Yes, D-back. That's not happening. These are all stitched. Yeah. I agree with D-back. Walleye, smallmouth. Yes. So we have smallmouth here, and I mean there's decent sized ones. Steve Miller caught a 3.8 when we were practicing for the U.S. Open. I caught a 3-pounder the same day, but they're few and far between. There's no real rhyme or reason for why you catch them. It's not like I can go, let's go catch smallmouth today. It's like you find them mixed in. But they're here. We do catch nice smallmouth here, but it's rare to catch big ones. I didn't see that. Matt Campbell's here? I didn't see him. Anyway, Matt, I don't know if you knew this, but... Oh, there we go. The fishing, Matt, the fishing's great. I mean, I get to do this almost every day. I'm very lucky. But congratulations on your 1,000 subscriber mark. It's a big deal. It takes a lot of work and consistency to make that happen. And I remember back when you started this, you know, you asked a lot of questions, and I said the number one thing is consistency. Don't lie to your audience and upload consistently, and you'll get there. And you did. So kudos to you and on your continued success. Fishing's hot, by the way. It's just hot. Like, I mean, I don't mind it. I go out in it. Jeff McCain and I went last Monday for about 13 hours on about a 100-degree day, which about killed me, but you know, we made it. Yeah, absolutely, Matt. It's a big deal. Um, I took a lot of pride in that because what I did when I decided I was going to do this, I made a conscious decision to not be the Amway friend. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I I let it happen organically. I did not put it on my Facebook page, my personal page. And I got, I don't know, some ridiculous 800 or 900 friends on Facebook that have nothing to do with fishing. And I mean, I could have hit them up and said, "Hey, click this for me, please." I didn't let that happen. I wanted it to be. I wanted people to find it organically, and if they liked it, cool. If they didn't, cool. It didn't start out as this, recognition thing. It turned into that, 100%. But in doing so, it also created revenue that I was able to give back, and I continue to do so. And with a lot of generous donations from people too, uh, that all accumulates, and all the money I make, all the money that goes into these donations, goes back to all of you. And ultimately, that was the goal. I always wanted to be in a position where I could give back to something, and this was a perfect venue. It just worked. Um, so, long story short, Matt, keep being you, and you'll have continued success. The fish are still gonna bite, Rocky. They gotta eat. That 100 degrees, you're gonna want to be looking for shadows and throwing top water. This guy. Find shade and throw top water as close to the bank as you can get it. Let it sit, and then twitch, twitch. You don't want that. The thing that people, I think, get screwed up with on top water is they move the bait too fast. I've seen this with my own eyes. You want to get that bait as close to shore as you can get, and then twitch, twitch, pause, long pause, twitch, long pause. 90% of your bite, well, excuse me, 70%, I'd say, of your bites are going to come on that pause with the top water. Some of them are going to hit it moving, but most of the time, you're agitating them when you're moving that bait, and then when you do that pause, that's when they strike. Oh, I believe that. I've been to Kansas. It's flat and windy. Last time I was in Kansas, I got pulled over in the middle of nowhere. West Kansas on Highway 400 or something, going to get Griffey. It was almost 2 years ago. Probably won't be going back to Kansas anytime soon. I did pay my ticket though. Hey Matt, when is your I'm sorry, I saw your post on your video. When is your 1,000 subscriber giveaway, by the way? John, I'm sure Misty probably just gave you her phone number. All right, I have a question. If you could buy any boat that's under 19 feet, what would your dream boat be? All of you, all 41 of you, or whatever this online, I don't know, 29 of you. What would be your dream boat under 19 feet? I know, baby T. It is hot. I'm in the shade, though. I found a shady spot right up on shore. By the way, Tabitha and Maggie came down to the weigh-in today. That was awesome. It's always nice. It's always nice to have your family around when these kinds of things happen. It does make a difference. Well, I like where your head's at, Steve Clark. Steve Miller? I love the Ranger. But the price tag for an 18-footer starts at $52K. I looked real hard. I believe it's the Z518. It's a great boat, but like, as frugal as I am, I can do better on the used market. I looked at buying a brand new one. It's not out of the question. I may still buy a brand new boat if this guy in Indiana becomes a problem. So, yeah, I mean, the Rangers are sexy. They are. Even the entry level one, the Z185, is a nice looking boat. But the price point kind of, it doesn't scare me, but it's like, why would I spend an extra 15 or 20 grand when you could buy other models in the same price range, like a Skeeter? What's another brand I've been looking at? I'm not big on these Vexus boats. Everybody raves about Vexus. The used ones that I've been looking at all have replaced hulls. Why? Like, what happened to an aluminum boat that you need to replace the hull after a year? This is warranty work, not damage. It was the company's like, we need to replace that hull. 18-foot Targa with a 150 Merc. That would be great in a big water situation. Like, yeah, if I lived up in Michigan or Wisconsin or North Dakota where it's just constant walleye chop, I would probably go for a big deep V. That would make sense. Even where I'm from in Washington State, that would be a good choice because you could multi-purpose that. You could go salmon fishing with it out in the Puget Sound. And you could also take it to these bigger lakes in eastern Washington that get out of hand when the wind starts blowing. So, I'm with you on the Targa. I did not get it. What happened, John Hall? A G3 1710. Is that what you just bought, Paul? Didn't you just buy one of those? Lake Erie. I have been in Lake Erie with this boat twice. The first time, no problem. Second time, I scared the shit out of Drake, and we turned around. We we made the run from Sandusky Harbor over to Cedar Point, and when you leave the harbor there, you become in open water between there and Cedar Point's marina. And when I went there, it was dead calm, kind of like what I'm dealing with out here right now. When Drake and I went there, it was blowing about 10, 15 miles an hour, and you buckle in. This boat does not belong out in the Great Lakes when the wind starts blowing. You will find yourself swimming and calling your insurance company. Just food for thought. What are all these numbers? Oh, okay. None of my business. That's between John and Misty. And I'm like, what is all this? I see how it worked. I see what you did there, Misty. Okay. I want to say a couple things. I think we're going to close this out. I'm incredibly grateful for all of you that have been here through and through. I hope me buying a new boat doesn't make you guys go away. That's the hope. But I understand if thing I understand thought processes. So what I want to do is, I think when I hit 2 million views, I'm gonna do a subscriber fishing trip. I don't know how many views I have right now. It's well over 1 million. I know that. It's like 1.1 million. So at 2 million views, I am going to do a subscriber giveaway where you come and fish with me for 3 days at all 3 lakes that connect to each other right here. And we're gonna do that. Whoever, wins. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna plug my phone in. It's telling me I got 10%. But I got a couple things I want to say. There. Okay, we're back in business. D-Beck, absolutely, I'll post pictures. I'm just cautious. I'm buying a boat that's 9 hours for me that I've only seen pictures of, and just because I show up with a check ready to buy a boat doesn't mean I'm going to buy a boat. I'm going to spend a lot of money in gas going there to do so, and I'm willing to eat gas if the boat isn't what I think it is. But if it's everything that I think it is, it's a screaming deal. You know what? I wouldn't say screaming. I would say it's a very good deal. You're in a pool, Andy? Right on, Brian. Yeah. At any rate, the channel's not going anywhere. What we do like this is not going anywhere. It's the only thing that's going anywhere is hopefully this boat goes to a good home and maybe affects them the way it affected me and my family. It, There's a lot of love here. Trust me. Me and Stephen Smith talked about this at great length when he was at my house. And yeah, there's an emotional attachment to this boat, but at the same time, the attachment for me now is what I'm doing right now with you guys and where I live. Boats can change, but this thing that's going on here, that supersedes any boat. I look at this like the people that are on here through and through and that have been for years, and the people that are new, that are engaged, that means more to me than any boat, period. And like I've always maintained, I hope to meet all of you. So if I'm traveling and I'm passing through areas where you guys live, let me know. Let's have a beer. Let's have a cup of coffee. Let's have breakfast. Whatever time. Let's have fourth meal at Taco Bell in the middle of the night. Hey guys, I'm here to tell you, if we get enough people at this tournament, I won't even fish in it because it's going to be busy. As much as I want to, I hope that we get such a big turnout that I don't fish. I'm busy helping Misty manage it. That's my dream. I can fish in tournaments anytime I want. I want to offer the people that want to come to my, and the events that this collaborative effort are putting on. I want it to be the best event that we can possibly put together, that you guys want to come to year in and year out. And I don't need to fish in it. I need to make sure that everybody is having a good time. And ultimately, that would be my goal. If I could get 100 teams to show up here, I would be totally cool watching all you guys fish and have a great time. And that is a fact. That to me is more important than me fishing in a tournament. Is putting on a tournament for all of you and getting the biggest turnout we can. That would make my day. Well, right now I'm in talks of buying a Nitro Z18 from a gentleman in LaPorte, Indiana. Matt. Oh, I'll Matt or Mr. Matthews. That crap will be fixed. Well, I won't have a. I'll have a whole different program come May. I'll be on the water if we can get enough boats where I need to manage and not fish. That will make my day again. But I will be on the water. I will try and move around and get pictures of people while they're fishing and stuff like that. I know, Gizmo. That's why I said you might see me sooner than you think. But I'll tell you what, you guys. I got to get moving. I need to get some rest. It's been a long 2 days for me, and I got to take care of myself. I got a lot of work to do in the next 2 days before I go back to work. And Monday, we're going to see what happens with this new boat. So I will keep you guys abreast of that As always, complete transparency. I thank you guys all for your continued support and your encouragement. And I can't, this doesn't happen without you guys. And like I said, if you can make it in May, that would be awesome. I want to meet as many of you as I can, and just grow this family and this community in a way that only we can. And I think the people that came last event will attest to the fact that, you know, hopefully it didn't feel like a fishing tournament. Hopefully it felt like a family reunion. Aside from the Saturday night dinner, there will be a Friday night like meet and greet. Whether it be at a venue or at the hotel remains to be seen, but there will be one. So there's going to be a lot of time to BS in person aside from just fishing. So at any rate, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Congratulations to the people that won their items tonight. Thank you very much, Paul again and Shanka Lures, for everything. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. As soon as I know about this boat or what I'm doing about the boat, I'm going to share it with you. Have a great week. I'll see you guys real soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy.